Okay guys, I've just started off with doing my brows and I used, sorry about the state of this, but it's my favorite and I have to get a new one, but they were all sold out the other day so I couldn't get them. But this is the Essence brow powder, I think it's called. Usually there's a light one, so sorry for that, and a dark one, but I just used the dark one today through my brows. And I used a little bit of brow gel, which is really good, and that's by Essence as well. I really like the Essence brand. I use the mascara that you'll see, and I also use the brow gel and brow powder. I personally like a brow powder because it's just quicker and easier and it looks really soft. So yeah, if I'm looking down, sometimes it's because I've got a mirror here so I can just see what I'm doing. So basically I have no makeup on. I just started off with my skincare. I'm not sure if you're interested in what skincare I use, but it's by Asano. If you want to know more about that, then just leave me a comment, but yeah, it works well for me. And that's about it. So yeah, just got their serum and moisturizer and toner on. And then what do I do next? I've done brows, and then I go in with concealer. I do something different with my concealer. I don't know if you've heard about it, but I've done this for years, and I find what I do is I just put some where I need it. This is just everyday, guys. It's not trying to be glam or anything. It's just I need to run down to the shop, or just look presentable, but not I'm wearing a lot of makeup. So this is just hiding any imperfections, I guess. I kind of like to do it down the nose as well, just a little bit, and then also just if I have any redness here, and if I get a pimple or anything, then I'll do it for that. So yeah, I kind of just let that sit, mainly the one underneath my eyes, because when I do this I just find it gives me more coverage, if that makes sense. So as you let it sit, it's not you have to it gets thicker, or yeah, it kind of dries a little bit, so it will still spread, but I just feel it covers a lot better. Whereas if you were to put it on and I was just to blend it in now, I feel I'd have to keep on layering it, and then it can kind of look a bit cakey and go and fall into any fine lines and stuff. So I kind of just leave it like this. And this bit here, that little crevice, I don't know, if I look down, probably before you could have seen it, but it's just a line, and that kind of makes me look like I have darker under eyes. So yeah, kind of just blend a bit on the cheeks away and anything else on the face, because I kind of just want a lighter coverage there. Sometimes I use my fingers, it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. And then I just blend this in with my nose. Again, sometimes I find my finger gives me more coverage. Guys, I'm wearing a top, by the way. It's just an off the shoulder top. Just FYI, I'm not naked. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes my nose does get a little bit red. So that's why I like to add it. And then I leave this probably to the last thing I blend out. So I go in with everything else. Oh guys, I forgot to tell you, I put on sunscreen. That's kind of my skincare, so it's just the La Roche-Posay Anthelios XL. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what I use, and it's 50+. Okay, next I go in with the Hoola Caramel. I've been liking this because I feel the original Hoola is just doesn't show up on my skin. So I use this, and I only use a tiny bit, and it's really nice, and the color matches my body as well, because sometimes I find my body and my face are a different color. So to kind of tie everything in, because I don't want to wear foundation, I just put a little bit of this on. Okay, another dupe that I like for this that's really cheap is the e.l.f. bronzer. You get like the, I think it's St. Lucia, so you get like the blush and the bronzer together. If you want a cheaper alternative, that's sometimes what I use as well, but I just recently got this and I really like it, so that's why I've been using it. Now I use kind of like a brush like that, and then just put it on my cheekbones and my forehead. I'm not doing like any major contouring, I'm just trying to look a little bit sun-kissed, and again, like I said, just try and tie my body and my face to like match. And then just do a little bit of my forehead. When you're adding this, just go really light-handedly at first, because you can always like build it up if you need to. Yeah. And then a little bit on my chin, because I feel like when you add bronzer, you're kind of like shading the area and making it smaller. So any way you want to make smaller or thinner, add it. So I feel like my forehead doesn't need too much, because my forehead is probably like smaller, I guess. So I kind of like keep that open, especially like here. I feel like my cheeks are a little bit wider, so that's why I added there, and my chin, I want to make a little bit shorter. So yeah, I can also like add it here to tie like everything in, if that makes sense, to like my body and my chest. And if you're having your hair up, I will put it on just a little bit. And then to go in with my nose, I just do a little bit, nothing crazy like contouring, but just to like shadow it just a little bit. Just because if I don't, it'll just look a little bit funny, because like you've bronzed your face and not your nose. Because sometimes your nose does get sun-kissed. So sorry, I decided to look into the viewfinder, not my mirror, because it was quite good. And it's easier. Okay, and then I add a little bit on my lip. And also when this is blended out, the concealer, I add a little bit under my eye, but I'll go in later with that. And then I take this, I don't know if I showed you this brush before, it's by LA Girl, and it's just like their flat brush. I think the code is like 108, I'm pretty sure, or 103, I can't see because it's like really blended out. But anyway, it's just like their flat brush, and I kind of just go over everything just to make it more seamless and blended. Yeah, especially the nose, because sometimes you can accidentally put too much on the nose, or it's a little bit uneven. And if you go a little bit heavy-handed, then this is a good way to like make it not look as harsh. Okay, now I go in with this. It's by Makeup Revolution. It's called Dragon's Heart, and it's highlighters for your face and eyes. I'm not sure what, I'll show you the back of it in case you're interested. Not sure what like color it is or whatever, but that's what it looks like. It's kind of like a dupe for the Too Faced like Love Heart blushes and highlighters and things like that, but they're really cheap and affordable, and they're beautiful. Like I use this every day, even on clients sometimes, and even when I'm going out. I really like this gold highlighter for me, this middle shade here, and sometimes I mix these two for like inner corner highlight, and it's really pretty on my skin tone. I kind of just mix these two blushes for my blush, and they're really natural as well. So just go in with that same brush, if I can find it, oh yeah, and mix those two blushes together. And I kind of like to just do it on the apple and blend up. So not like focus it right here, more like on the edge of the cheekbone and blend up, if that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm a little bit rounded here already. So that's why I just blend it up. And if you have trouble, just smile. And don't take it too low. So don't take it below where your cheekbones are. Keep it on that apple and then blend up. if that makes any sense whatsoever. And then with that highlighter, I just kind of pinch my brush. This is so pretty. It's like not too gold, but it's got a gold undertone, so it's perfect for like my tan skin. If you want to, you can put some on your eyebrows. I like to take some down my nose because I feel like it looks a little bit thinner when I do that. And my Cupid's bow. So I kind of just do an exclamation mark, if that makes sense. So I do a dot, and then I go. And that is all. And then again, just take your, if you want to add foundation, by the way, you can. Just take your foundation brush and just blend all that together so it's seamless. Yeah, or tinted moisturizer or whatever you normally do. Go ahead and do that. I just prefer no makeup because it's quicker, and I have a toddler, so you'll probably get all over him. And it's just easier. I feel like if I have like better skin, I don't need as much makeup, and it takes me like quicker to get ready, obviously. And what else was I gonna say? Okay, now we're going to take my ring finger because that's like the most gentlest on your under eye area. It doesn't put as much pressure on that area, and as you know, this area is really delicate. And so I'm going to just tap that in and focus it on that line, I guess. Now if you are oily or anything, go ahead and add like a powder to your T-zone or wherever you need it. I just don't get oily. My skin has actually like gotten a lot better because of the vitamins I've been taking. So yeah, it's not dry anymore, it's not oily. I mean, it's probably more on the dry side, especially in winter, but I'd say it's more normal, which is awesome now. But if you do find like that you are a bit shiny, like depending on the moisturizer that you use, you can just add it like down your T-zone and areas that like aren't really flattering. So yeah, if you guys want more blush or highlighter, go ahead and add it. This is just basically what I do. Now I take my Essence mascara and yeah, just put this on, and then I'm pretty good to go. I just add a lip balm and a lip liner. So I'll do this now. I might do this like off camera because it's just a little bit easier. Okay, and I'm back. What a difference mascara makes. It's crazy. I feel like the maybe one or two things I couldn't live without is mascara and concealer, because it just makes me look more awake and not like a 12-year-old. So yeah, if that's you, then tell me what you can't live without, like what products you can't live without. Now I've just put some lip balm on, so just some like Carmex. And I usually go in with a lip liner like pretty natural. This is by Essence as well. As you can tell, I really like Essence. But they're really good like products, and they're really good for the price as well. This one's called 08 Big Proposal, and it's just like a pencil one. I really want to know like if they've stopped making the pencils, because every time I go in they seem to have like nothing. So I don't know if it's just that they're sold out, or that they're like coming out with new things, or they're just out of stock. I'm not sure. But usually what I do with the lip liner is just go on the top and the bottom. So yeah, nothing fancy. It just kind of makes my lips look a little bit bigger. And then like, see how like when you have like really pouty lips, like you kind of have lines. So I just kind of like accentuate those lines, like one down the middle, one here. It's probably better that I put this first and then the gloss, but you know, what can you do? Just go over like your natural lines like in the center, because it kind of just makes it look more plump, if that makes sense. And then I kind of just blend it with my finger. And that is pretty much it. Okay, so that is pretty much my final look. I might just try and do something with my hair so I look a little bit more presentable. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I just kind of brushed my hair and let it down. Don't mind it because I really need to get a cut. Yeah, so this is the final look. It's really fresh and glowy. It's really just like quickly to get out the door, nothing crazy. Like I said, I have a toddler, so I can do this in about 10 minutes and be ready. It's just to look a little bit more put together, nothing crazy. So yeah, you can make this your own. You can add a pop of color to the lip, or a wing liner, or a tinted moisturizer, or a foundation, whatever suits you. This is just my everyday quick and easy makeup tutorial that I do on a daily basis, and the products that I use as well, because I think it could be like 2 years or longer, I'm not sure, since I did my last one. It's similar, but the products I use now are different, so that's why I thought I'd just update it. Let me know guys in the comments as well what you want to see. So if you want me to do more makeup tutorials on myself, or hair tutorials, or client tutorials, I really like doing those as well. So just let me know what you want to see, and I hope you guys have a really good new year, and I will see you next year. Bye!